All right, we have a bit of an emergency broadcast that I'm coming with you right now because I've noticed something that happened today, and the very people that we fight against on a day-to-day basis are using our very own post against us and using us as a wedge issue to try to divide us amongst ourselves. It will not work. This is something I need you to send out to everyone, particularly in the 2A space that you know, because this is something that needs to be said. It might be uncomfortable, but we got to do it because the love of our country, the love of our Second Amendment community, and the love of all of the rights in the Bill of Rights demands it. And that's what we're going to do. So everything will be linked in the description box below. Cannot wait to hear what you guys think. I need you in the comments to tell me your thoughts. And of course, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on if you want to help save this country. Join our ranks against the very ilk of which I'm about to show you, because this is important. All right, guys, listen. What we're about to talk about, I need to make very clear where the impetus for this is coming from on my end. I value our community. I value the 2A space. I value our country. I value our Bill of Rights. I value taking the country away from the brink of destruction that is being brought upon by the left woke activists, of which I'm about to show you, because they're using our own actions against us, and I've got to highlight it because it's literally copy and paste. So with that said, again, let me hear what you think in the comments. Let's just dive in. That's my X profile at Braden LOA. I want to show you your opponents first. First of all, this is very important because these are the morons that we're fighting. I mean, honest to God, guys, they're standing in inflatable mascots outfits outside of ICE. This is who we are taking to task. Now, what we're going to discuss right now is the ruling that came out 4 days ago about Attorney General Bondi wanting all the list of the gun organizations and then putting them forward in a ruling to say that these orgs have to give these lists. Now, at the time, I said this, just to set the record purely straight. I have a video that is still up on my channel. I did this 4 days ago. This was me. I'm going to hand it off to me to deliver the point, and then me will hand it back to me. So, hold on a second. So you get that's why this is the Sour Patch Kid of a ruling. You get a little bit of sweet on the 18, 19, 20-year-old bans are unconstitutional. That is sweet because it's accurate. Then you get a little bit of the salty, which says it doesn't matter and apply to anybody because they've all aged out of it anyway, which I'm going to come back to in a second. And then you get the other ultimate sour where you pop like 4 warheads at one time, where it says you have to give all your list and donor stuff to the federal government, which, newsflash, that ain't going to happen. Trust me, that's not going to happen. I've got the entire statement right here. And that was the whole point. Thanks, me. It's not going to happen. I said it then, and I said it now. And now, here we go. Mark Smith, quoting an FPC coalition update that says the DOJ has now said that AG Pam Bondi had nothing to do with requesting the list and has now put forward a motion to get that part of the ruling left off. And he also supports that it is literally a district judge that made that ruling just to, in my opinion, rattle our cages, which made us react. And that's what we're about to talk about. I want to bring your attention to something in 1 second about David Hogg. Now, you guys know that David Hogg is not a fan. I'm not a fan. He's probably not a fan of mine, right? This guy had made an entire career around infringing upon the rights of an entire nation, wanting to take the rights of an entire nation, and then move subtly into the DNC, and then quickly got kicked out because he's radical, okay? When I see this guy posting popcorn watching videos around some of our actions of the past week, which in totality, not hitting any individual group or any individual creator, in totality has been quite a week. That's a problem. And the reason it's a problem is because we are being used by the forces of what I would describe as evil as a wedge issue to divide ourselves and divide the entire coalition that we've built, which is delivering loss and loss on loss on them. We are like the Federal Reserve of losses for these people. We just keep on printing it out. And all we're waiting on is our own Jerome Powell. But when I see this, I question what's happening in our space to where they are cherry picking what's occurring in order to frame us as divided, disjointed, and unruly. Okay? Now, I'm going to come back to this in 1 second, but again, let me know if I land this plane, and please let me hear you in the comments. I'm going to show you 2 different far left accounts, and then we're going to get really fun. This one, Brian Allen, through and through leftist. Breaking. MAGA just got played again. Trump's current government, through Pam Bondi, just convinced a federal judge to force a gun rights group to hand over its membership list. That's a gun owner registry. No law, no vote, just betrayal from within. MAGA built the surveillance state. Now, there's two things on this. One, I've already shown you that's completely and totally incorrect. The ruling has already been appealed to get it removed. And the DOJ is saying that the district court did it, not Pam Bondi. I can't vouch for that. I'm just saying what they said. But this I want to draw special attention to. You see the document right there? You see how there's parts right there that are highlighted in yellow? Yeah, bear with me for a second. Let's go to the next one. Look at that. The exact same document. This is another far left account. Just in, Trump 2A betrayal. DOJ seizes membership list of gun rights groups. The Trump police state spares no one. Of course, again, that's not true. They didn't seize anything. But they're seizing on what they're trying to frame us as disjointed. They clearly see weakness in their perception in our space. And here's where I can tie it together and kind of prove it. The exact same document is used. That's lifted directly from a gun rights organization. That is copy and paste. They literally took the PDFs that GOA put up and they said, look, they're seizing all of our stuff, acting like we are completely disjointed. Again, I want to show you David Hogg going after something with NAGR. You got Brian Allen going after something that GOA put up, and then Maine going after something that GOA put up. And they're echoing the same things that were said in the creator space, again, which have been, over time, proven incorrect. This is the important piece that I'm going to culminate this entire thing in. See the timestamp right there? Let me zoom in for you. October 11, 2025, 12:49. That's Maine's. Brian Allen, 12:11, so 30 minutes before October 11, same day, same time frame. And then Davey Hogg, 1:34, October 11th. And this is where I'm going to wrap the entire video. You guys are actively looking at a Democrat-led orientated hit against the gun space from the top down. The way these people work is they send out talking points on whatever they want to hit and wherever they see vulnerabilities in the MAGA constituency, and they try to divide it by hitting it in a unison strike, usually within about 20 minutes of itself. 3 different accounts all hit the exact same division of gun rights organizations within 30 minutes. All of our week, it was a hard week. Honestly, I'm going to put it like that. They have identified in their perception that we are completely disjointed, that we are able to be manipulated, and that we can be used as a wedge division issue against the DOJ, against Bondi, and against Trump. And here's the final culmination. I have no issue with criticizing Bondi. Bondi has proven probably, I'd say 75, 80% on the weak side of the gun rights stuff and about 20 to 25% on the strong side. I'll objectively say that. But when we are putting out the types of things that the Democrat leadership and the propagandists in Davey Hogg, Maine, and this other guy, Brian Allen, are being told by their direct reports in the DNC, we are showing something that is being manipulated and used, and it's important for us not to do this. Not saying don't be critical. I'm not saying don't push for 2A rights. I'm not saying that we don't call out anything suspicious. But what I'm saying is you have to understand the people of which are utilizing these tactics against us and our own words and our own posts and our own everything are actively looking for reasons and ways to pick off their constituencies of the MAGA group because they want to defeat us. They're using our own words, posts, takes, tenors, and tones of all of our creators, of all of our org bases. We have to be aware of that. I just wanted to put a light to it because I love you guys. I love our space. I love everything about the organizations. I love all of it. But part of loving it is calling out something that is very specific for the health and overall well-being of the entire thing. I'd love to hear what you guys think. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'll see you on the next one.